Rhythm Heaven Fever is one of those games that's all about making you feel good. Now, leaving the player satisfied is something most games aim at, whether it's the cerebral satisfaction of winning a strategy game, the rush of succeeding in an FPS, or the long-run enjoyment of assuming a role in a fantasy world. Rhythm Heaven is a little different though. It targets your monkey brain, that part of you that makes your feet tap along with a melody without even thinking about it. Super simple stuff. Just keep the beat and fall into the groove. The controls are really simple. All you do is press A or A and B together on cue. By the second song, all the game's mechanics have been laid out for you. This sets it apart from most so-called rhythm games like Guitar Hero or Step Mania, because in those games, the challenge comes from executing mechanically complex series of commands within a relatively forgiving window of time. Rhythm Heaven only asks you to press 2 buttons, and usually never that quickly. The catch is you need to be a human fucking metronome. The timing is really tight, and each song has a number of change-ups and variations that keep the game more complex than just keeping time, but it's all signaled really clearly in a way where you can tune everything out except the beat and still stay on top of it. This is what makes Rhythm Heaven so cool. You don't need to babysit it. Other rhythm games are reactionary. You see on screen what action is expected of you, you react to it, and then a roughly fitting sound plays, the song continues. Rhythm Heaven signals itself so well through sound that you'll just develop a sense of what you have to do. You'll be able to predict what comes next and what the game expects of you without really needing to pay close attention to it. It's more of a feeling. It encourages you to just kind of let go and get into the groove, and that feels really good. It's satisfying on a base level that other games rarely approach. It's so fucking fun. If grooving with the rhythm is like a slick shot of opiates right to the think pan, then fucking up is like getting kicked in the teeth by a mule. You can get so immersed in the beat that it's all the more jarring when you finally make an error and mess it up. Fuck! Most of the songs can be played by ear alone, but each one has the quirky characters that you'd expect from the developers of WarioWare: a boy and his crush, a wrestler and a reporter, these fellas. Great stuff. Some songs let you get into a really relaxed kind of groove, but others, particularly the end stage remixes, are high-octane crash courses in your rhythm-keeping abilities. Fast or slow, the songs are universally catchy. There's not a bad one in the bunch. Most of them are good, some of them are great, and a few are fucking fantastic. There's unlockable rhythm toys and extras that you can get for earning superb rankings, but who really cares about those? The real reason to do well on songs is for the satisfaction of playing flawlessly. Speaking of perfects, this game handles 100% accurate ratings pretty interestingly. Only one song at a time is eligible for a perfect attempt, and you only get 3 shots at it, then it moves on to another. This sounds like it could be really frustrating, but it actually forces you to be consistently skilled to get perfect rankings. You can't just brute force a song endlessly until you finally get it perfect on the 10th, 20th, 30th attempt. Rhythm Heaven Fever's easily the best music or rhythm game I've ever played. If you tap your steering wheel along with the radio, then this is right up your alley. On the off chance you don't find Rhythm Heaven's gameplay deeply fulfilling, then you're clearly mentally ill with a defective sense of timing and wouldn't even notice if I just end the video